So let me summarize the situation. So this creature evolves into an angry Pokemon from nowhere and jizzes all over.
Jizz in my pants.
And over here, Wilhelm looks like a fashion victim from the Paris fashion show. And to add insult to injury, Christopher gets his ass eaten out by the Pokemon reject. And pray do tell, why do Crisbell's powers stop working for no reason? Is it because she dreamt that her mother was the Time Empress?
Mother!
Alright, let's take a deep breath and start from the beginning.
What do you mean we all end up the same way? You thought you had a better plan, but look where it got you.
I've been having these strange dreams. I think it's a memory of my mother from long ago. And she looked just like the Empress.
That's ridiculous.
I never knew my parents. All my memories come from the orphanage in Nareem.
It doesn't matter where you came from. It's what you do with your life that matters.
That was surprisingly deep. For you.
I know things. I can be wise. You know, sometimes. Totally wise and stuff.
And he's done.
We arrive at Neverthelera and Wilhelm invites us to his home. Wait a minute, I thought he lived in the woods. Anyway, we arrive at his second home and we see a thief. This is curry. No, not the one you eat with naan bread. Anyway, the thief pisses off and we find out that Wilhelm dragged us here to look for his keys. Whilst the old man is looking for his key, Christopher decided to go through his things and we discover that Wilhelm knew Christopher's dead brother.
Wait. Is that Aiden?
Oh no! So!
Why would you have memories of my brother Aiden?
During the Empress's first attempt to subjugate the city years ago, soldiers from all over the globe united to try and stop her. We could not defeat her, but we managed to drive her back. There were many sacrifices made that day, Christopher. Unfortunately, your brother Aiden was one of them.
I might as well address it here. I keep calling him Wilhelm and not Wilhelm because I know a Wilhelm in real life. And he can be a bit of a, let's just say, a grammar Nazi. When we get to the cathedral, we find out that the stained glass mural has been damaged.
Seems like something happened to the stained glass.
You don't say.
Sorry for the intrusion, Mother Superior. Please explain the situation. Perhaps we can help.
Doubtful. As you can see, someone shattered the stained glass mural.
You don't say.
She has enlisted the help of the Orwitz family. We have it under control. There is no need for your involvement.
Shut up, bitch!
Maestro, what do we do now?
See if you feel anything.
I do feel a connection. There's something there, but it's tenuous.
I was afraid of that. These murals seem to be somehow connected to your powers. We'll have to find a way to fix it.
Naturally, the Scooby Gang offers to help.
I told you already.
Let's head into town, Crisbell. Maybe we can pick up a lead there.
I said...
We'll take a sample with us as well.
I can't believe that insolent child.
Now, Rhallus. You can't speak about Master Wilhelm that way.
As we were out there looking for a way to fix the mural, we run into Roko, a Sindarian who runs a crystal workshop. And oh look, he's in need of help. His tools are missing, and he conveniently knows how to fix our mural.
Aren't you guards supposed to deal with criminals like this?
Beats me. Figure it out.
You can't be serious.
Just be thankful we're not confiscating your workshop.
Did you take a stupid pill with your breakfast this morning, Admiral?
Why? Why would you confiscate someone's workshop because it got broken into?
Leave it to us. The guards may not be helping, but we'll track down the culprit.
And because Christopher doesn't understand that people who have problems are problems, volunteers us to help.
Psst. Hey, over here.
One medication supposed to fix them, and the side effect fuck up your leg, and then they give you another one to fix that, and it fuck up your arm, and now you on 2 medications looking like a flamingo in front of your children.
How in the hell did Rysa see us from over there? And how did her voice carry from over there to us? Imagine sitting next to Rysa in class.
Hey, oh, bitch! What's the answer? Number 7. Nigga, you need to be in a special class.
Uncle Wilhelm, I knew it was you.
Rysa, you've grown a lot since last I saw you.
But you haven't changed at all, have you?
Wilhelm, aren't you gonna introduce us to your cute friend?
Everyone, This is Rysa. She's one of the daughters of the Orowitz family.
Flashback.
Ooh, wait a minute. I didn't notice we meet Rysa this early.
Do less talking and more listening, Rysa. This is how a leader leads.
Shut up, bitch!
Things haven't been going well since you left, Uncle. First Mother died, and then Aunt Rhallus returned from her travel.
Lady Gladys is dead?
I'm so sorry, Maestro. Did you know her well?
She was a friend.
They said she died from natural causes, but I don't believe it. I've seen a suspicious black shadow slinking around.
Where did you see it?
Most recently, I saw it going down into the basement of the museum.
Well, now, there's no need to worry. We'll help you find the culprit.
Thank you all so much.
We go to Gladys's wake just to see what's going on, and we run into the Orowitz twins.
It's good to see you around, Master Wilhelm.
Nine, 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 nine!
Wilhelm. You came back, even after you abandoned us. We didn't think you had the courage to show your face.
And then we run into Rhallus again.
I'm sorry about before, and I believe we haven't been properly introduced. Gladys and I exchanged so many letters over the years that I recognized you instantly. Didn't she have a phrase? A towering intellect in little boys' overalls.
I'm gonna use that.
Anyway, you're welcome to join us during the memorial, but try to not talk too much.
Shut up, bitch!
Anyway, we go to the museum, and while we're waiting for Rysa, the gang calls Christopher out.
This is the museum, where Rysa said to meet her.
You've been acting a little strange ever since we met her, Christopher.
What can I say? She's cute and I love her energy.
While we're waiting for Rysa, we find this strange statue. Her name is Buki, and she's one of the witnesses. And it turns out that Buki is missing some body parts. And we decide to take her head with us. You know, this reminds me of Kratos and God of War.
I'm going to cut off your head now.
Anyway, Rysa explains that she saw a suspicious shadow slinking off in the museum, and she suspects that it might be involved with her mom's death.
Let's go check it out. You can just wait here, Rysa.
No way, Uncle Wilhelm. I'm going with you.
Rysa?
She was my mother. I might need a little help with the monsters, but this is my investigation.
It's okay, Uncle Wilhelm. I promise I'll protect her.
You will not call me that ever again.
Anyway, the gang looks around and they find a book sealed with magic.
Get out your textbooks. I'm going to give you all a few exercises.
Scusi, professori, sir. I can't do any exercises.
Why not?
I've got a bad back.
Hey guys, check out this book I found.
This is a museum, fool, not a library. Things are for looking, not for touching.
It was already burned when we rescued it.
Why would a book need a lock like this?
That is no mere lock. It's a magical seal.
What sorcery is this?
This is Gladys's magic, for sure.
Then how do we open it?
Mother Superior. If anyone was close to Gladys, it was her.
As the gang continues to explore the museum, we ask Rysa more about Rhallus, and it turns out that her mother fell ill under dubious circumstances and Rhallus showed up from nowhere.
I was with her every day, and she was never sick.
And Rhallus?
Most of us had never heard of her. Auntie Rhallus is supposedly Mom's cousin who was living abroad before now. She's strange. When we first met her in the cathedral, I couldn't see her past or future.
Let's keep an eye on her.
We keep looking around and we find this weird mirror, which uses time crystals in a weird way and offers us a glimpse into the future.
This is no mere mirror.
Is it a merely merry mirror, Maestro?
Know that when you speak, we all suffer.
Immediately run cool water over the burn.
We decide to ignore the imbecile, and as we looked around the corner, we found someone locked in a cell who looks like a Persona 5 character.
There's someone here.
Oh, you poor thing.
Seems like a prisoner.
How horrible! Just hold tight.
We've got to find a way to get them out.
And as we look for a way to free the prisoner, we run into Kari and Rhallus.
I understand that your employer has an offer for me.
The Empress is offering to provide you with all the forces you need to keep control of the Sapphire production.
And what does she want in exchange?
The Empress wants the Millennium Flower. She will go retrieve it herself, but she wants you to stay out of the way.
If that's all she wants, I think we can come to An arrangement.
Millennium Flower, hey? Does anyone here remember the Y2K, when we were told the world would come to an end? It's now 24 years and nothing.
Y2K, the movie.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to hurry back to the mansion. Have to keep up appearances, you know.
I knew it! She's a fraud!
And not an ordinary one, if her allies are any indication.
I'm sure she was involved in Mom's death.
Wow. She's even cuter when she gets excited.
Let's charge in there!
So we burst in to challenge Kari, and she runs away.
Like a bitch. Nanny?
After beating the creature, it drops an erotic fanfiction.
Hold on, I'll read it. My dearest Franny, I still remember that night. Your feathers glistening in the moonlight. Your eyes outshining the stars themselves. Your long legs. It's a love letter. It goes on for a while. Until we meet again. Forever yours, Lucio.
Ah, to be young again.
So the gang goes to confront Lucio about leaving his dojin in the middle of a museum. For shame, I say. But when we confront Lucio, he explains that it was a love letter to his beloved Franny.
How did you even find this?
It's a long story.
Franny is gone. Her disappearance broke my heart.
Franny just disappeared?
The last time I saw her, she was arguing with Rhallus.
You know, now that I think of it, I saw something down in the museum before. A prisoner all bandaged up.
What? Are you suggesting someone may be holding my Franny prisoner down in the museum? I'll make you a deal. If you folks help me rescue my Franny, I'll use my connections and make sure your friend gets some new tools.
So the gang hurries to the museum to rescue his lover.
We've come to rescue you, Franny. Now come with us. You have a baldy to cheer up.
Everybody, behind us!
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have circled back to where we started. Repeat after me. Pokemon Jizz fashion victim useless ass out. And for the life of me, I cannot tell you why this fight was harder than it needed to be.
That went smoother than expected.
A bullshit?
We return to Lucio and he thanks us by sending us to his brother, who will honor his side of the bargain and give us the tools we need.
You have a good man in Lucio, you know? I hope I can love someone someday, even half as much as he loves you.
Aw, that's so sweet. Miss Franny, can you tell us how you wound up down there?
Rhallus.
I knew it!
As we suspected.
That woman, unforgivable. Rysa and I will investigate what's going on with her, Crisbell.
So we decide to drop by a Mother Superior just to question her about the book we found in the museum. And according to her, that book is Gladys's diary and it was entrusted to the twins, Arvo and Ava.
I'd heard they were asking about the forbidden collection at the university. Specifically about the unknown arts, like bringing the dead back to life.
Why would they try and burn it?
How do we open it?
You need Gladys's ring to open it.
And the
Hey, don't nobody call me a mother nothing.
Mother Superior sends us to the university.
So we're looking for clues?
Yes! Yell if you see a large box labeled clues. That'll be it. Let's search around.
I detect sarcasm.
So we look around the university and we find a literal plot device. And we discover that Dumber and Dumber were talking about their evil scheme out loud in a public place.
Where did you put the book, Irva? I hid it in the museum, idiot. No one will look for it there. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Besides, after I burned it, it looked like every other piece of old trash. What about the ring? You know the statue in the middle of the plaza? I stuck it in a small hole under one of the pillars. Huh? Wait, we left this thing on.
And then one of them notices that the thing is recording, and they don't bother to delete the recording.
I found a plot hole! Nurse!
Anyway, we speak to Oropen and collect the tools, and on our way out we collect the ring that will enable us to open Gladys's diary.
I had another discussion with Arvo and Irva today, although it turned into more of a fight, to be honest. But they just wouldn't listen.
Seems like their relationship was bumpier than they let on in public.
As we move on, we collect Rojo, and as soon as we get to the cathedral, Uki makes strange comments about the mural.
And there was a tall bird lady, too.
Wait a second. Do you mean Rhallus?
I'm sorry, dearie, but my memories are still all fuzzy.
Let's keep an eye on this.
For the sake of padding, the game decides that Rojo can't fix the mural and needs special dyes, and we can't use regular paint.
Do you think you'll be able to repair it?
I told you before, girl.
I can fix anything. This mural is special. The colors that make up the images are no ordinary dyes.
Yeah, that might pose a small
problem.
North of here, there's a place called Rainbow Lake. It's a collection of mineral springs with unusual magical properties. We can get the minerals we need for the dyes from there.
So, how do we get there?
What about asking Paulina? She got us across the ocean.
Wow, did you take your brain out of storage just for this occasion?
Yeah. Get a step stool and come say that to my face sometime.
So the gang goes to ask Paulina for help, and it turns out that Paulina is...
I don't think I could make it past the mountains, but it's just a river, you said? Maybe you can use my shoe. It's big enough to carry you and exquisitely made, so it won't weigh you down.
Hold on a minute. Paulina just gave a bunch of children a giant metal shoe. How will they carry it? Where do they store it? And are you telling me that a metal shoe is better than hiring a boat? Oh, you know what? This is so cute, I'm gonna let it slide.
The pools seem to be reflecting your sight. For once, we can all see what you see.
So the gang collects the mineral water. I thought they were here for dyes. The gang runs into another witness.
He looks so familiar. Oh, I wish I could remember.
So we continue the video game trope of collect 3 of something to advance the plot. Sees a vision of 2 people we don't know.
I see 2 strange people talking to each other.
Oh, look, my children.
Whoa, dude, spoiler alert!
We go to the 3rd pond, and Crisbell sees a vision of a warrior fighting the Time Empress.
Spoiler warning, hoot, put it on mute.
As we visit the last pool, we see the Millennium Flower.
Crisbell, are you alright?
I think another vision is coming.
Hundreds of thousands dead.
And at the center of it all, the Time Empress.
Did someone just call my name?
What are you doing here?
I'm here for the flower.
We've seen your evil plan, and we're going to stop you right here.
We're about to kick your butt.
Once again, Crisbell and Christopher run their mouths and writes a check that I have to cash. So Skibbity Toilet, I Am Weasel, and Coco Melon decide to fight someone who can reverse time without any countermeasures. My god, these people are geniuses!
You're done already? Let's do it again, shall we?
And now she's reversing time. You know what? I found the perfect clip that summarizes this fight. As a grown adult beats up a bunch of toddlers, a member of the audience decides they've seen enough. So this Discount Gundam lookalike helps the gang escape the Time Empress.
What just happened?
That statue saved us.
I am not a statue. However, you are otherwise correct.
I was afraid we were done for.
Who are you? What are you?
I am JKR, unit number 721, one of the witnesses.
JKR? Like JK Rowling?
For the great honor to be able to